It starts with it. Though. Here we go.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports One. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Port. It's Tony.
Yay, buddy.
It's Michael. It's Renee.
Hello.
How's everyone doing?
Michael's Renee impression was pretty good, dude. I'm doing
It's me. It's me. How's your weekend, guys? What'd you do this weekend, Barnes?
Oh, man.
But yeah, dude, my weekend was good.
A lot of sleep, or?
No.
No, definitely not, Brian.
Friday night. Friday night was I was out celebrating. My roommate, finished his school.
Jay?
Harrison did.
Oh, Harrison.
Went to the windmill, got some dogs, got some pictures.
Talking about how the Celtics are better than the Lakers.
Talking about how the Celtics are better than the Lakers.
I couldn't tell by their record.
Mike stopped by for a quick hot second.
We all did. It wasn't just me. It was Renee and Matthew as well.
Renee.
Yeah.
Matt couldn't stop talking about the diner.
Never went.
Never went to the diner. And then Saturday, what did we do on Saturday?
Work.
I think we did some work. I think Sunday
We danced.
So on Saturday we danced.
Yeah, you don't remember?
Couldn't really tell you what I did on Saturday. To be honest, a little hungover Saturday, rough morning. Sunday we chilled, football, made a gingerbread house.
How'd that go? Gingerbread house.
Unique.
Yeah, we made a modern house. It's modern.
Okay.
It's
Up
modern
for
yet Lord of the Rings
interpretation.
esque.
Yeah, dude. There's some sword fighting going on in the front yard.
Really?
Yeah, dude. It's pretty dope. Gingerbread men we made as well, very proportioned to the house. It was a good time, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no church yesterday?
No, took off from the church gig yesterday
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
To dance.
to dance. We danced the morning away.
I'm not following.
It's just a joke, dude.
It's just a joke, dude.
Will you calm down, bro? Stop.
Oh, no, I just figured our
Barnes,
viewing audience.
How was your
wants to
weekend, dude?
know.
Was it nice and relaxing?
Very
Did you have a good
relaxing,
Sunday?
Nice and calm.
Woo!
Enjoyed some of the football, but you know what, Tony? I know this is a little shorter segue than usual, but let's go to the world of the National Football League.
Juju Smith-Schuster is blown up. It is caught. DeAndre Hopkins.
Do not stand up with that man and let him just throw you out of the club.
On its way. It bounces off the crossbar, and it's good. Oh, my goodness.
All right. Week 14. We did have some interesting games. Unfortunately, the one involving the Jets was not, as the Saints literally and figuratively. Those are two tough back-to-back words, Tony. Ran all over the Jets as they win 30-9, dropping the Jets to 3-10. Which is great for their draft position, especially with Seattle winning back-to-back weeks.
I was pissed.
And the Saints, get to 6 wins now against 7 losses, so they remain in the playoff picture. And they just ran all over them, over 200 yards rushing as a team, between Kamara and Taysom Hill, 3 rushing touchdowns and over 200 yards. And then good defense. You had no touchdowns allowed, holding the Jets to 3 field goals. And Wilson, once again, struggled with some of the easier throws. 202 yards. Nothing jumps off the page. But at the end of the day, I guess, you know what I mean? The important thing here is Wilson got another game of experience. He didn't get hurt. And the Jets, keep that draft position. And who knows? Maybe they can keep working their way up and, get as high as pick possible with their selection. And, for the Saints, they stay in the race. And I think, with Alvin Kamara, he is that good. If they could kind of work something out with Hill being very limited with his throws and just a lot of runs, I don't know. They might have a shot here. Any thoughts here, Tony? I mean, I know wasn't the best game in the world.
Yeah,
but
dude, I thought the Jets played pretty poorly. It was pretty close going into the half, dude.
Yeah.
10-6, right?
10-6.
10-6, dude. I don't know. I mean, obviously, offensively, the Jets weren't really doing very well. Only 6 points in the first half. But you're thinking, like Saints only have 10. Taysom Hill, the finger.
Right.
You never know what could happen there in this game. And they have a terrible second half. Who's the running back for the Jets?
So they have a few.
The main dude who dropped the first 3.
Tyler Johnson,
yes.
Dude.
The one time Zach Wilson's throwing some decent passes, literally, bro, 3 times. I think the first 3 times he was targeted were all drops, and it was literally the same deal where the ball isn't in his hands yet, and he just looks away and he drops the ball, and it's just bro, what are you doing, dude? I would imagine that was pretty frustrating for Wilson to getting any momentum early in the game. In terms of offense, and then on top of that, dude, their defense was just giant holes for Kamara. Their secondary seemed to be lost at sometimes and just not really playing good defense and letting the Saints kind of march down the field, especially in that second half. In the fourth quarter, they scored 17 points, right? Just really kind of taking it away at that point. But I guess, yeah, dude, I guess Wilson gets more experience. He still just seems so
skittish,
nervous. Yeah. He seems very skittish in the pocket. Just a lot of happy feet, not really planting himself, giving him that ability to kind of throw accurately. He also doesn't step up in the pocket ever, I feel. He gets very, like you said, skittish, scared. And again, I feel like if there's a few times where a defender is running at him, if he just kind of sidesteps him and steps up, he can make a good throw, but he just never really does that.
Yeah. And I mean, do you think much of the blame here is on the Jets for kind of how they've set it up for him, going with all rookie or first time, head coaches and assistant coaches and offensive coordinator, not having that veteran backup till trading for Flacco, just kind of, forcing him into the action instead of making him win a quarterback competition. I mean, do you think that's a big part of it? Or do you still think, like I always say, if you have the talent, and if you're that good, you're going to see glimpses?
Yeah, I guess I can see what you're saying, where if you have the talent, you can see glimpses, but I mean, it definitely doesn't help having rookies everywhere around him, and he has no guidance, dude. He has nothing to kind of, ground him.
Yeah.
Especially in the crazy season that he's had. He's had injuries. He's been benched for games and stuff where backers have started and things like that. There was a question mark at one point as to who's going to be the Jets starter. I mean, it's a lot for especially a rookie quarterback to kind of deal with mentally, dude. And I'm sure he has a lot of questions at this point in terms of his ability, in terms of if he was worth, the draft pick, and there's a lot of doubt in his mind, I'm sure. I have a lot of doubt whether or not we're going to see Renee on camera because, every time you cut to that camera, dude,
he's always ducking out of the way.
Ducking out of the way. It's crazy, dude. But yeah, they need to surround him with some veterans. They need to surround Salah with some veterans as well, because he doesn't look Salah.
Oh, I didn't understand you at first.
Did I say Salah?
I didn't honestly.
Salah,
I didn't pick up. Yeah, I mean, I've heard it more.
I've heard it both ways.
Both ways, honestly. Yeah. It's pretty.
Salah.
To me, actually, I mean, it's
Salah.
I don't know. I say Salah. I do say Salah.
Right.
I don't say Salah. And
Salah
I've heard people
ridiculous.
say.
Yeah, I've heard both ways.
So
dude.
I don't honestly. No, I guess.
No, I'm just giving him a hard time, Barnes.
Oh,
I mean, what else is new? But anyway, dude, Salah.
I was just trying to be fair with you.
Yeah, dude, Salah.
I'm getting a little more energy.
Salah doesn't look very.
I would have brought you an uptime, bud.
I could use an uptime. Why don't you?
Maybe we could. I mean, it starts at 8:30.
No, you can have
8. Did I say 8 or 8:30?
8:30. You told me.
What did I tell you, Barnes? You're the final.
You said it was 8:30.
Okay, that's what it is, though.
Yeah. Salah.
We get there for 8, but
well, yeah, probably, right, dude?
I mean, we'll do an energy check after the show wraps up.
yeah.
Because
I'm just giving you an update,
The show
Barnes.
takes a lot
All
out.
right, appreciate it.
Salah looks pretty. Yeah, Salah or Salah.
Salad.
Yeah.
Salad looks pretty tight over there, man. What?
Oh.
No, he does. He was angry on the
I
side.
would be angry
yesterday,
too, but
dude.
I would be kind of
I'm
happy
sure,
that the
dude.
season's over.
Dude, the season's been over. But
I can't wait for the draft, dude.
It'll
Oh,
be big.
he needs some
I just
other.
can't
things.
wait.
You know what? I'm not even
I know.
talking anymore.
it's good. I like it.
Good. I like it too.
The snowman looks good next to you.
But what do you think though overall here? I mean, what's the plan moving forward?
I don't think you need to retool or rebuild.
Get a defensive
completely.
lineman, offensive lineman in the draft and in the offseason.
You definitely need to, hike up.
Those are the
your
two.
defense
Fuck the
specifically.
CB.
Salah is supposed to be like he was defensive coordinator for the
For,
49ers, right?
for the Niners, yes.
Defensive coach. That was a whole big thing
rah-rah,
coming in. A rah-rah
players
guy.
coach.
He works out. Look at him, dude. And where's defense, bro? Like, what's going on?
What are you talking about? So you always have to bring someone's physique into it.
A lot of it is about how you look, dude.
You know what I found out? Fun fact, guys. So you know how when you go flying on an airplane,
Yes.
No.
usually you dress like a bum, right? It's like travel air.
Right.
But apparently, this is a fun hack. If you dress really nice, sometimes they might just upgrade you, not even based off of anything, but other than you look good.
Like you're a business class traveler.
You'll go.
TikTok?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a lot of facts from there.
Get all the facts from TikTok.
Good.
Yeah, it's really worth it though.
Yeah. What? First class?
How fancy? Okay, I have
For
to be,
free.
like, in a suit.
Well, you know what you do.
No, you just dress nice if you're fly.
Is like at the last second possible before you board, you just change if you don't get the upgrade.
Yeah.
Oh, I see that. I can see that. Yeah.
And I mean, I know you guys probably.
Yes.
I mean, I say you fly JetBlue. You know, you'll have a comfortable
Yeah.
flight.
JetBlue's nice,
and there's
dude.
really
Love JetBlue.
no first class besides like the Mint thing.
Right,
That's
right.
like thousands of dollars, and then they have the even more space seats. But it's like you already have the most leg room in coach anyway. So you could get a seat pretty close to the front. So I've just always been a big advocate, Tony, of JetBlue. Like if I could just fly that only, I definitely would. I don't
fly
know.
American?
It's funny. I actually have the credit card for American Airlines because you know the whole credit card thing, which I think is a complete scam. Well,
it is.
No, that's a scam. But the fact that you open it for a couple of years or whatever the case may be, and then you want to close it. Oh yeah, you could close it, but we're just going to crush your credit score. So now you're stuck paying an annual fee. But the thing is, JetBlue just partnered with American. So you know, I was telling you I'm going to California in the spring.
Right.
JetBlue flights all on the points. So that worked out. But I'm just saying, I just don't get the comfortability. I know I said it wrong, but on the American flights, I just feel like JetBlue is in a class by itself.
No,
United, same thing.
Yeah.
Delta's a cheat as well.
Delta's a cheat. Dude.
I think United is probably the worst out of those airlines.
Right. You know, I like Aer Lingus,
never did it.
Ireland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're fucking top. Everything's green. Monitors on every back of the seat. Dude.
You know what I did like too was Alaska Airlines.
You liked Alaska? I didn't like Alaska.
Really?
I think I flew Alaska to Toronto, almost died.
Could you?
No, it was like one of those. Flight to Toronto was like an hour and a half, I think, or something like something.
It's really that short?
It's super short.
Okay.
Literally, you go up and you go down. And it's like, so they put you on. It's a short flight, small plane, dude. It was one of those planes that still had the fucking rotors that you see.
Jesus.
And it was
two per row.
2 per row, yeah, dude. Gino was behind me, freaking out, man.
Like,
oh my dude, you felt every movement, bro. And
Yeah.
then like the airport in Toronto is like on this island off of Toronto, and you take a ferry over to the city.
Okay.
So like you're landing, but as you're coming down, it's all fucking water.
So you
dude.
thought it was Miracle on the
So
Hudson.
it's like literally like at any point, I feel like. And then you feel dips, dude. All right, and there's some dips that you're like, oh shit, this feels like it's going down too much.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, at any moment, dude, the wind could just catch the water.
Yeah, but do you feel
Thumbs up.
though that that's not really a product of Alaska Airlines, but more a product of that size plane?
Perhaps I've never flown that plane any other airline, so I just
For
equate
shorter
that.
flights, so that's what they do. You notice, like,
Yeah.
I
shorter
mean, you might
flights.
have an older plane, but you're never going
Right.
to have a small dinky plane for a cross country flight.
Yeah, I guess so.
And I was
Yeah, no,
pleasantly
you're right.
surprised when I just was in North Carolina. I had they call it the company plane, so they have the Mint section on there, and it just all their newest line, and the room you have, like, it's just amazing. So it'd just be nice to get that for every flight. But of course, they make it where you can't really know for sure
Mhm.
what you're gonna get. But it's all about being comfortable up there, because it's just, I don't know. It's like, would you say you enjoy any part of it or not really?
Flying?
Other than like getting to the place you want to go, but just the actual process of flying.
Honestly, I enjoy the whole thing.
Really?
Every part of it, dude. Yeah. The whole thing, airport, the duty free, the food you can grab for the flight, dude. The whole flight process. I like to pack light. I enjoy enjoy the whole thing, dude. It's fun. You're going somewhere new.
So no, I love the going somewhere.
Right.
You know what? I'm kind of tough person to ask about this just because I used to have a phobia actually.
Like flying?
Yeah, because growing up we always drove. Like we'd go to Myrtle Beach every year, drive, never fly. And it took me a little bit. Used to have to take medication to fly, and now it's just like second nature.
Yeah, there you go, dude.
But I definitely, I don't know. It's just like, like a 5-hour flight. It's a long time. It's a little, that's why you want to be comfortable.
Right. Is that the longest you ever been on a flight?
Seattle, I believe, was 6.
Yeah, I've been there.
On Alaska.
Oh, dude.
But, regular size plane.
Right, normal
What's your longest, Tony?
I believe coming back from Switzerland was like 11 and a half or 11.
Were you popped or no?
No. I don't think I was.
You just shot from the trip?
Yeah, it was. I was in high school.
Oh,
It was a high school trip, so the deans were pretty hardcore about not drinking, even though we could still drink, dude.
Yeah. Oh, because it was like, is the drinking age there lower?
It's 18. So I was a senior at the time, so I was 18. I could drink.
But they
were still like, dude. One of my deans, student, Mr. Cummings, bro. Oh, real hardo about the whole drinking thing, and it was brutal, dude. Brother Hannon was on the trip too.
Wow.
Brother Hannon, dude.
Yeah.
Or toupee. Total chief.
But, so I think it definitely could be annoying sometimes with the flying for sure, but it just nothing like traveling in general. Though.
I've never experienced like a delay or anything.
I had one actually coming back.
Really? And I've had layovers before, and I was like a little nervous going to the layovers.
Hey,
the layovers are
I'll pay $400 extra to not have a layover.
Really?
You know what I mean? It's enough. It's a long enough day just taking a direct flight. I don't need a layover.
No, one time I had like a hour layover in Chicago. Yeah. That was kind of cool.
Yeah. I guess it's just the whole point of, okay, load up. We're going. Okay, we're going to land. Oh, we're going to do it again.
But again, I pack light. I try to do carry out only if I can.
Yeah. But I love going new places. It's the same ones.
I can't wait to be traveling with you guys. Dude.
Yeah, I am honestly pumped for the first. It'll be a complete vlog. You might see me. There's a little turbulence. You might see me get a little nervous for a second. You can get a good laugh. Tony.
Yeah, I forget one of my friends. I forget. I think it was someone at MLB Network. Their like brother-in-law was a pilot, airline pilot, and he was saying like turbulence is like totally fine, dude. It's like honestly like the best part of the flight because I don't know, the plane is good.
Right.
Right.
Until it's not.
Yeah. It was like turbulence is like totally fine, but like nothing's gonna happen in turbulence.
Because I think
firestorm.
One thing, then they go numbers on you and stuff. The thing that I just always didn't like is I get all the statistics, the safety ratings, all of that. But the only thing that they don't account for is the fact that, if you are up in the middle of your flight,
right,
and there's an issue, it's like, there's not really a chance of like being okay. Like it's like if something, that the plane has to go down and you're 30,000 feet in the air. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's no like, oh, well, you might be okay. Like, that's the thing I didn't like. I know there's a very low percentage of that actually happening.
Mm-hmm.
Just something,
Maybe don't read up on anything, dude. How about that?
I feel like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying, but
you just want to act like that's not real. And
no, it's real. I'm sure. I just don't think about it when I'm up there.
Yeah, no, I feel like I'm on the ground still.
Like sick, dude. Wow. Like I don't sit there in the airplane thinking, "Wow, if this engine goes out, dude, we're fucking done for, huh?"
Well, dude, it's understandable being that you used to have the phobia. So
yeah. You know what does freak me out though? Sitting by the fucking emergency exit.
Yeah,
that bugs me out because I'm like, dude,
I'm ready.
I can just pull this shit right now.
It's over. And then you have that.
I don't want to sit there anymore. Yeah, no,
but
I don't.
End of the day, it's fun traveling, Tony. That's all it is. But just to wrap up the Jets here, real quick.
Speaking of Jets,
do you think this makes any sense? This is my thought. Is like, even though it's only been 1 year, I would Mike LaFleur. He's the Jets offensive coordinator, brother of the Packers, head coach. I would say can him because I just feel like he hasn't had good play call. And I just feel like you need to bring in this offseason a veteran offensive coordinator that knows how to work and tutor young quarterbacks. That's what you need. The best, pay all the money you need to. And then Salah, whatever, have him, don't even have a defensive coordinator, have him call the defense. Because that's what he was best at. You know what I mean? So focus on the defense, obviously kill it in the draft. And then, No, you're just and improve your weapons as you can on offense. And then this is all in for Zach Wilson. And if he falls flat in his face next season, then it's over.
It's over. Yeah.
But I think give him, everything possible.
Who do you
to
want
succeed.
as your offensive coordinator?
He's not like a veteran, but he did such good work with Joe Burrow in college, and he just actually got fired by the Carolina Panthers. But that's kind of their head coach, kind of in the front office, not taking the blame for not bringing in a good quarterback. Joe Brady. So he was, at LSU with Burrow. Had the best collegiate.
Oh, so he hasn't been in the NFL very long.
I think it was his second season,
years,
but no, he might have been in the NFL
LSU.
before, as an assistant. He's younger in his 30s, but I just feel like he would honestly probably be the most sought after guy this offseason for an offensive coordinator job, possible head coach or college job. I feel like just bring him in.
You think he would rather take an offensive coordinator job in the NFL rather than go back head coach in college?
It seems like he wants to stay in the NFL to one day become a head coach because he's only, I think, 34 or something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Good for him, dude.
So I just feel like he did that with Burrow. Let's see him get the most out of Wilson, and we'll see what happens. But not a great feeling, but at least we know we're going to be picking high in the draft again, and we're going to give ourselves the best chance to improve the team. That's all we can do, and hopefully Seattle ends up losing out now because they've won a couple in a row.
Right.
So that's annoying, but what are you going to do? 2 other games from yesterday, though, real quick here. Both overtime finishes, so exciting for sure. Niners were up 2 scores on the Bengals, end up defeating them in overtime, 26-23. So both teams are now at 7-6, and that's impressive for the Niners because they had a bad start. I believe they might have been 2-4, whatever the case may be, to get to 7-6. Bengals have faltered a little bit here. Obviously, a tough schedule too hasn't helped. But you look at the Niners, I mean, they've been really relying on their running game, but this game, they really actually did a lot of their damage through the air. Almost 300 yards passing for Garoppolo, 2 scores, and George Kittle all over the field, 151 yards receiving on 13 catches and a touchdown. And then defense had 5 sacks. They were in Burrow's face all day. Nick Bosa had 2. He's obviously their best defensive player. And then even though, they didn't win, Joe Burrow, did get it going through the air, threw for almost 350 yards and 2 touchdowns, including 2 to Jamar Chase, the standout rookie wide receiver, had 77 yards receiving as well. So, I mean, you look at these teams, obviously same record now. What do you think about them going forward? I mean, do you think it's clear, okay, the Niners are ascending, maybe the Bengals got ahead of themselves too much, or do you think just how this game was close, they're kind of two, similar teams in terms of, their ceiling moving forward the rest of the season and into the playoffs?
Yeah, I think honestly, I think what we've seen most of the season this year with the Bengals is them struggling to protect Burrow.
Yeah.
Which of course, I mean, obviously, with the lines as he's had, even with the lack of protection,
But this is what
he's got the stints of exactly. Yeah, even with the lack of protection, you see that talent that he has.
Right.
I don't know if they can go deep into the playoffs with that. I mean, it's gonna, we've seen him get injured, last season and everything. So I mean,
injury.
Yeah, so that could really happen at any point, And I don't think, I don't think they'll be able to handle the playoffs really.
And then you think Niners may be dangerous, solid defense, good running game under Shanahan, but Jimmy G not, but if he does that, is that enough?
If he does that every week, that's definitely enough. Shanahan, obviously great offensive coach, as we know, dude. I can see them going far, dude. Yeah.
So I think we'll see both of them in the playoffs, and I really hope we do get to see the Bengals because Joe Burrow is special. So is Jamar Chase. So it's just more exciting when they're in the mix. And then another game that was overtime, right down to the wire. We saw the Tampa Bay Buccaneers get their 10th victory of the season, 33-27 over the Bills, who fall to 7-6 after I think they started out 4-1. So that's a tough one for them. And just in overtime, they just couldn't get the job done. You give the ball to Brady, you know what's going to happen. 363 through the air, 2 scores, and Leonard Fournette has really been on fire lately. 113 yards rushing and a touchdown. And Brady, his only pass of the game to former Jet and Raven receiver Brashard Perryman, a 58-yarder game-winning score, just through the teeth of the defense. And you look at it, and it's just another tough loss for the Bills here. and another big win for the Bucs.
Yeah, dude, it was tough. It's funny, kind of seeing, kind of I guess a score breakdown, right? I mean, it was pretty much like the Patriots, the Buccaneers in the first half, and the Bills in the second half, almost identical in terms of scoring. Obviously, then going to overtime, all tied up, and in a close game like that, you want to look to some mistakes that the teams made. Josh Allen did have that one interception. Yeah. The only turnover in the game, actually, and you can't really expect or rely on Tom Brady, making a turnover to kind of balance that out. So, I mean, anytime you're versing Tom Brady and the Buccaneers at this point, you really have to come up with your A game. And they made a big second half stint. I mean, they came back. I really thought this game was pretty much over in the first half.
Right.
Unfortunately, they just really couldn't close it out. Like you said, you give Tom Brady the ball in overtime. I mean, he's going to score. Like that's his time to shine,
right?
And you never really bet against Brady.
Yeah, and just gets tougher for the Bills here because after the game, I guess in the post-game press conference, Josh Allen walking boot on his foot. He says he doesn't know what the injury is, but doesn't think it's serious. That's pretty sketchy, and they are in big trouble if Mitch Trubisky is starting games for them instead of Josh Allen.
That's tough, dude. Did they say, was there any specific
I haven't
play?
seen
Nothing,
any
dude.
updates on this. I'm actually going to just check my phone.
You never
now.
know. Maybe he just has a bad bunion or something. It's just in pain. Walking.
So actually, this was an update from only 13 minutes ago.
Bunion.
Bills coach Sean McDermott said Josh Allen suffered a foot sprain and is considered day-to-day. He'll have limited practice reps this week, but should be able to face the Panthers on Sunday. But it's like, even if he is going to play, though, that obviously limits what he does rolling out, running with the ball, because that's a big part of his game. So
yeah, he's a huge body, bro. He's a force to be reckoned with when he gains some momentum, when he's running downhill and stuff. So obviously, if he's not doing that, that's just one less aspect the Panthers have to worry about, which is a big one.
And the fact that you get to face the Panthers, we saw lose another game to the Falcons of all teams. So they're obviously in trouble, and that's why you fire your offensive coordinator. So that should be an easy one for them, you would think. You get to 8-6, but then you got to face the Patriots again. And especially, if Allen still isn't 100% at that point, that's a tough spot for them to be in. After thinking they were the best team in the AFC, one of the best teams in the league all season, this stretch has really just killed them. A tough schedule, of course, but you got to win some of these games.
No, I know. I mean, that's what every team has a tough stretch sometimes, dude. And good teams come out on top with those tough stretches. Unfortunately, they're not, dude. They're kind of struggling and stuff, and it's gonna be a tough comeback.
Jesus, what's up, boys?
Oh, hello, Matt.
What's going on? I didn't know the deal. I didn't know my spot was gonna be on the show, dude. I'm pumped.
Yeah, but you wanted the show, dude.
Of course.
Yeah. We were just actually about to talk about Monday Night Football tonight. So perfect time.
That last passing touchdown by Tom Brady was his 700th, by the way.
700,
dude.
Tony.
What a
note
beast,
that,
bro.
dude.
He, the all-time leader in touchdowns, completions,
and
yards,
hot wives.
Yeah, I mean, it is crazy.
Yeah,
because never was a huge fan of him. Obviously, just being on the Patriots all these years, but it's insane how he's performing. He might win MVP, and he's 44, and just any other quarterback his era is a coach, is retired. They're not playing. How is he doing this?
What about those two rushing plays he had yesterday, bro? The 2 times he ran the ball.
Yeah,
I've never seen him do that. I don't think twice like that the whole time we've been watching him.
Tony, I want an explanation though. How does he do it?
He doesn't eat strawberries, dude.
TB12 or tomatoes.
Is it really that he puts so much more into it than anyone else ever has in the sport? Is that really what it is in terms of his health and conditioning, not just what he does on the field? That's it. That's it.
From what I've seen, dude, I think so. Especially for a quarterback.
A quarterback, and probably think about overall. I mean,
I wouldn't say anyone keeps up with their health like that, like he has, dude.
But he also probably, for the amount of games he's played, he's definitely got hit the least out of anybody.
No, that also plays
strong.
That always
and that helps
factor.
Probably just as important, honestly.
Yeah, of course, dude. I mean, the less wear and tear,
the shoulder,
the knees, dude. Yeah, bro.
I can't believe it because I say it every year at this point. Like, this is the year he goes down.
You have been saying it every year, pretty much, dude.
Doesn't look like it'll be right. Obviously, you never know. don't wish anything on anybody, of course.
Well, if you say it long enough, Barnes,
eventually
you're bound to be right, dude.
it's gonna happen.
So just keep saying it.
But so tonight, last game of Week 14, we have the 8-4 Los Angeles Rams traveling to Glendale to take on the Arizona Cardinals. 10-2 on the season, best record in the NFL. 2.5-point home favorites here. Total set 51.5. So they are expecting some scoring in this one. Should be a great game. Any thoughts here, Tony?
What was the over-under at? 50 and I got 50 and a half.
50 and a half. Oh,
50 went down, dude.
That's
Maybe they
interesting.
know
Some sharp
dude.
money on the under, I guess.
You would think that, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I feel like, JJ Watt is out, for the Cardinals. So obviously that hurts their defense. You would think maybe there is more scoring. That's probably why it was so high at first, I guess. So they'll pretty much, Vegas will see that mad people are taking the under and then lower it.
Adjust it, yeah. Because, they always think they have the best odds. That stuff.
That's stupid, dude. I don't know, dude. With the way, Stafford's kind of been I feel.
Like he had that great game last week against Jacksonville, but it's like all the other games. Yeah. What did you do? And you didn't do anything that good, especially against a quality opponent.
Right. I mean, Green Bay, they lost. I think they lost by 8 points.
After really being way down the whole game and kind of making a late push.
Yeah, but I mean, against the team at the Cardinals, a bad start is not. Right. You're not gonna be able to come back late with them. They got blown up by San Francisco before that, dude. I just don't think they have it, dude. I mean, again, Stafford, Cooper Kupp, I guess, right? But I mean, I feel like the Cardinals defense will be able to key on him. Is Odell playing, dude? Is his back issues or?
That's a good.
He's not on the IR report.
I'll tell you right now. I hope he doesn't play, dude, because I'm up by 3.
Again with the fantasy.
I'm up by 3 in fantasy.
It's gonna come down to this,
and it's Odell, dude. The kid's got Odell going.
No, he is definitely playing. There's no injury death.
Right.
They had a couple guys that just sat down with COVID.
I did see that.
They did.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It was Vance Jefferson, I think, one of them. I thought I saw that on ESPN.com. I know I just saw the Bulls are gonna they're canceled their next 2 games,
dude. Yeah,
but hopefully that gives DeRozan time to come back though, because they need him back, obviously.
Need everybody back. Everybody's nobody to play. That's why they had to cancel the games.
Oh, and then also, so it is actually Jalen Ramsey and Tyler Higbee. So that's especially Ramsey on defense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's their best corner, obviously. Right. Tyler Higbee, you could argue, are they better off without him after some of the drops he's had the last couple weeks?
Yeah, dude. Give me the Cardinals. I'm going to take the over, I think, dude. Give me, let's say 38. 38-30.
38-30.
Yeah.
So that would point to the fact, I'm guessing you're saying Stafford gets the job done, but his defense just doesn't help him out whatsoever.
Yeah, I feel like Stafford, he can have a good game. I mean, we've seen it, but I mean, granted, obviously as a defense keys on Cooper Kupp, I mean, still hard to defend him. I think, he's still going to have, obviously several receptions, a couple TDs maybe. Stafford's a tough guy. Maybe we'll run a couple on his own.
Odell do anything or no? Limited with the back.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think they're going to target him very much, honestly.
Almost decoy.
That would be ideal. Yeah, that would be ideal. I hope I'm agreeing with Tony and everything.
For the sake of you, dude. Yes.
And you got to watch out for Hopkins, Christian Kirk on the outside. Right. So I see that. What do you think, Matt?
Matthew? Dude, it's gonna be a shootout, bro. This is gonna be a really good game. Cardinals, dude, trying to they can clinch a playoff spot tonight. So I'm sure that's on their minds. Rams, dude, smacked Jacksonville last week, but I mean, who can't smack Jacksonville? But like you guys said, I mean, injuries on both sides on both teams here. Obviously, today we get like you just said, Higbee. It was Higbee and Ramsey. Barnes out on the COVID. And Odell, dude, this is the first I'm hearing about his back issues. So for my fantasy team's sake and for Sakura dinner on the fantasy pot sake, let's hope that Odell.
Everyone in this room just got some steak on this fantasy league, dude.
It's just every time Sakura is
literal
mentioned,
steak.
Every time Sakura is mentioned, I just want to go there as soon as it's mentioned.
Really?
Literally, right now.
We can go there, but there's no way we're gonna play basketball afterwards.
Leave it up to Mike, right?
Yeah.
It's his choice.
Dude, I'm gonna go with It's gonna be a close one, dude.
Thinking about it.
Time
He is thinking about it,
is gonna come down to the end, or actually, it's gonna be an overtime thriller, and I'm gonna go with the Arizona Cardinals, 36-30.
Wow.
Actually, 36-30 over the Rams. It's gonna be an offensive explosion, shootout, dude, and that's clearly the over. So, 36-30 in overtime. Cardinals win.
All right. So honestly, I just want to be correct about this. So I would say, looking at this, everything points to Cardinals winning, high scoring. So I'm going to say Rams win, low scoring, 20-17. Field goal at the end does it, 52 yards, and Rams cover and goes under. Law of averages, Tony. Stuff goes the opposite way. Am I wrong? Sometimes. I have to say, I thought the game last night that was going to happen with the Bears were giving him trouble there.
Oh yeah, dude. I know.
And how about that guy, Jakeem Grant?
Bears are gonna win,
But those touchdowns he had,
dude.
the punt return.
Oh yeah, the punt return. That's right.
that-
We were
from-
watching
from
that.
like the 2-yard line, wasn't it?
Yeah,
That was insane. We thought they had him like in
because he was like
within the 10-yard line.
Yeah, dude.
He was like around the 5, and then we watched that live. That was crazy.
That guy is like, you know what I mean? He's just a no one, and then all of a sudden he's having those huge touchdowns. It's like,
I don't know, dude.
and
Out of
then the corner too for Green Bay that had the pick six.
Mm-hmm.
I'm forgetting his name at the moment, but he's been cut like 6 times over the past year or something. And
Oh my
then
god, really?
back-to-back pick sixes is like his last 2
Wow,
games.
good for him, dude.
Yeah. Talking
Good
about
story.
taking advantage of your opportunity.
Yeah.
Green Bay.
Green
is
Bay.
dangerous. I mean, who do you guys think is gonna
Green Bay.
who's
Green
more
Bay.
dangerous, the Bucks or the Packers?
Dang, dude, that's a tough one. Both pretty evenly matched.
Yeah.
Last year's NFC Championship game.
Offensive power.
I feel like the Bucks
For
are
both-
more
both teams.
consistent.
Mhm.
But I mean, when Rodgers is on fire and he's getting the job done, it's like there's nothing stopping him, dude.
So
Even on the bad toe,
That tough toe.
tough toe.
I don't know, man. It's that's a tough one.
yeah,
I feel like looking at it as a whole, I want to say the Bucks, just because everything else being equal, I think the Bucks have a little bit of a better defense than the Packers do.
yeah.
But dude, I mean, offensively, I mean, they match up like
And though no, the Bucks definitely have more names in offense, but it's like Rodgers gets just as much production. Just having
exactly.
Devontae
That's what I'm
Adams.
saying.
Yeah,
So I said
yeah,
the defense,
yeah,
because all things being equal, it's like
yeah.
and dude, Rodgers is
The Bucks, I mean, we've never seen that many names on an offense, dude.
Right.
Like all the early first round picks, guys that were number 1 receivers. And it's like Antonio Brown might not even return to the team,
Nah.
and it doesn't even matter.
no.
They
it wouldn't
stole
have-
an
They
offensive
haven't missed.
It doesn't even matter, bro. Antonio Brown.
Honestly,
Wouldn't even matter. Good thing they vetoed that trade. Dude.
Oh my god, that's so funny, dude.
I'll say this: if I end up losing, then
Yeah.
it might be a little karma for me. But let's hope it doesn't happen, Tony. So
Do you-
you can get a nice secure.
do you
dinner.
guys
I would
think?
love security.
Do you think they're gonna give him the axe once the suspension's up?
Probably
I guess, right? Why would they
He
keep
said
him?
because I guess when they signed him,
probably
Arians
just for
said,
semantics' sake.
go second
Yeah.
chances.
They don't want to.
But the only thing is they love to appease Brady. Obviously, they wanted to stay there for as long as possible. So I almost wonder.
So
Brady
then
wants
you
him
put it
there?
like this: if Brady wants him back, he'll be back.
Oh, and no, because don't you guys think Brady wants him back? Of course, he wants to throw to as many people as possible.
Yeah,
He could feel like he let him down though. I could see him holding him accountable at least somewhat. Michael, Rams, Cardinals.
Rams.
The smart side of the action.
Yeah, it was the wrong
Split
side.
2-2.
No. Renee, Rams or Cardinals?
Huh.
Red versus blue.
You
Pick a
gotta
color.
say it.
Let's pick a color. red or blue?
I'm gonna go with the Cardinals.
Whoa, the red. Let's go.
So,
I like
wait.
Cardinals.
Vast majority, take the other side.
No
Love
yards.
No,
But
no,
it's not
vast
done.
majority.
Guys,
Majority
actually-
wins. Majority wins,
Interrupted the
dude.
woman.
Yeah, what the heck?
Go ahead.
No yards for Odell. Like that's
That's what she's saying. No yards for Odell. Yes, I agree.
Oh, but Tony,
We have
also
the same
though, I have
page.
to
Job,
say,
yeah.
you never answered the question. Though. Like if you had to pick the Green Bay or
Oh yeah, I really
Tampa,
didn't answer the question, huh?
You just kind of gave like a both.
Answer the question,
Yeah,
Tony.
like a politician, real politician, dude.
Yeah.
I'm
He said Bucks.
gonna run for governor of Connecticut, dude. I think I can do it.
Yeah, fit right in.
I'd
Yeah.
vote for you.
Thanks, appreciate it, dude. Did you say I fit right in?
Yeah, because you're from Connecticut, basically at this point, dude.
I'm not from Connecticut.
Still can't answer the question.
You're like a real Connecticut boy.
Yeah, give me the Bucks, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael, what about you? Bucks or Packers?
Packers.
Packers.
I think there's more talent on Tampa, but I also I hate to keep saying this, Tony, but I just feel like law of averages, Rodgers is going to get to one more. And I just feel like he's been so close recently.
Right. You think it'll be this year? Right now.
Kind of. I mean,
Yeah.
he's made it, I think, 2 years in a row. The
Mhm.
NFC Championship game. I don't know.
Lost.
And lose 2 in a row at Lambeau if it ends up being there. But it's not going to happen. But I guess we'll see. But should be a good game tonight. But for now, let's switch to the world of the National Basketball Association.
The Bulls got LeBron James at the buzzer. He banks in the three, and the Lakers win the game.
I feel like somehow that always applies to what we're talking about. It's like it seems like they play every day.
Yeah, I guess they don't win every day, dude.
Did they win yesterday?
They won yesterday.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure. But Tony, the Knicks, not getting it done. Lose again yesterday. 112-97 to the Bucks. And I mean, kind of the same story, just not a ton of production, not of the guys are expecting. Barrett didn't play. Randall didn't even have double figures, and they got a big game out of Grimes.
Right.
27 points.
Pretty crazy. Yeah, 7 for 13.
Kind of let the Bucks do whatever they want. Giannis,
Yeah.
Middleton, all their shooters. I mean, what is this just going to keep going out of control? They need to make a move now. I mean, they're rumored to be interested in Ben Simmons.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I feel like at this point, yeah. I mean, I think if you play, like Kevin Knox played, dude, 29 minutes. Believe it or not.
How many points?
18 points, 6 for 15 from the field, 5 for 12 from
So, I
three.
mean,
Not
Said
terrible,
Knox?
but yeah, Knox played.
6 3-pointers.
No, 5 for 12 from 3.
Oh, okay.
Let's go, dude. That's
Yeah,
what I'm talking
He
He
about.
played 29 minutes, dude. That's good production, I feel like, for him who
Yeah.
hasn't played at all.
So that's a positive.
that's a positive.
That's
I feel,
positive.
right?
And Grimes, I like too.
Yeah,
He's a real
that's
point
huge,
guard.
dude.
Is he a rookie?
Yeah,
He started,
he's a beast, and he's got bounce, dude.
played 40 minutes, played the most of the whole team.
Good. Finally, look, he's listening to me.
No, yeah, honestly, dude. I
Well,
feel
watch.
like
Then they're going to put both of them in the trade for Ben Simmons. So.
Oh,
that'd be kind of whack, dude.
I'd cry.
But you would think you would have expected a bigger game out of Randall. Honestly, I feel, dude. Especially with someone like Grimes, who's producing as much as he did that game. You would imagine Randall would be able to get better looks than he did. Only 1 for 5 from 3, 2 for 9 from the field, dude. Obviously not very confident in his shot. I suppose he didn't take a lot of them. But even Rose at 18 points, he was doing pretty well. Again, if you have two guys, who are producing offensively, you would think maybe the defense are keying less on Randall, more on them. So Randall, more opportunity to score, but he didn't, I guess. And like you said, their defense, didn't really do much against the Bucks. Their starters pretty much, all of them produced pretty well. Giannis, 20 points, Middleton, 24. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I mean, I feel like they were kind of trending in the right direction. It was a close game, I guess, kind of up until the end-ish there. Well, actually, I guess they got off to a slow start here. Only scoring 16 in the first quarter. And they kept up with the Bucks for the rest of the game. But again, that slow start and a team like the Bucks, it's going to be hard to kind of come back when you're down. I think the Knicks haven't really done that this season, dude.
You think Bucks could be Bucks Nets in the playoffs again? Sure.
I could see that. Yeah, why not, dude?
Because I feel like Miami's been inconsistent. I mean, the Bulls could be there, though. The Bulls could be there.
If they, come back firing from this COVID bout, dude.
Yeah. And there's some talk that Kyrie might come back. There's starting to be some rumors about that.
I feel
either
like
road games or, if he ends up, getting the vaccine. But that
think
would
he
take
will?
them to the new level. I mean, it doesn't seem like it, but then he might just want to play. It's the only thing I can think of.
I bet you they'll do the original
Road
plan
games?
and just play. Yeah, he'll play the road games.
It's just, but then for the playoffs,
I mean,
like,
is it better? Isn't that better than not having him at all?
I just think for the playoffs, it'll be insane if he's like, game 7, stay home. Sorry. Like that
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
That would be fucking nuts.
Yeah, dude, we've never seen anything like that.
That would be the biggest. Like that's all anybody would be talking about.
So
the whole week.
that'll be interesting. I mean, what do you think though, Matt? I mean, you think the Knicks are in trouble and they got to make a move?
Yeah, dude. I mean, I don't know what the hell's going on, bro. Like I started off so well. The chemistry looked great. Dude, I mean, and just after the good start, dude, now we're about like 2 months into the season and they're just hovering, dude. You all right over there, bro?
Yeah. just adjusting, but continue.
So, but yeah, dude. I mean, but they run into dude. The Bucks are red hot. Yesterday was their 10th win out of the last 12 games, and dude, you know, Giannis and Chris Middleton leading the way, and the Knicks didn't really have an answer, bro. Grimes, I mean, dude, what a show. Let's see, he scored 27, and he set a team record for the most 3-pointers made in a game by a rookie. So he had 7 3-pointers. Prime. So I mean, a little silver lining, positive note for the Knicks from yesterday. And dude, I think the Knicks just have to keep messing with the rotations. That's the only thing I can think of, bro. And Thibodeau is trying to figure out who plays well, you know, with who, and just kind of start messing with those rotations a little bit. And you know, you saw yesterday, dude, like how many minutes for Knox, Tony? 19?
27?
I'm sorry, yeah, 29. 29 minutes.
I mean,
you know,
that had to be the season
Mitchell
high.
Robinson had
easily,
18 minutes. You know, quickly 26. All three of those guys coming off the bench, and you look at the starting five yesterday. I mean, Nerlens Noel gives you 0 points and has only 7 boards, and it's just not good enough, dude. Randall, what's going on with Julius Randle, dude? 8 points, 1 of 5 from 3, 10 boards. I mean, he's just did he get the money and you know now everything's okay and he's just kind of chilling?
What do you what do you think is going to happen though? Like rest of the season, you think he turns it around? If you had to guess,
I don't know. Dude, I hope he does, bro. I think he's got. Dude, he surely has the potential to do so. I mean, last year MVP candidate. I can't see him unless he's hurt and he's just not saying anything, or there's something bothering him, like physically or mentally. I don't know. But dude, I hope he does. I hope the Knicks overall. I was just talking about this with some of the kids, the weight room, because a lot of them are Knicks fans.
Yeah, high school kids.
Yeah, at the weight room.
Optimistic or no?
So.
You should kind of pull them over to the Bulls, dude.
Oh, I wear my Bulls hat in there constantly.
You should recruit.
They're always giving me a hard time.
Yeah.
But,
you
know.
Who the hell are they?
Bulls going through a tough time. We're going through a hard time.
Yeah.
Anybody's going through a hard time right now. But I hope the Knicks figure it out, dude. It'd be nice to see them. You know, obviously a premier franchise in the NBA that hasn't been living up to its premierness for the last 20, 25 years. So season's still young, dude. Plenty of time to go, but they got to start kind of figuring it out now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael, you think a move's on the horizon? You think they're making a trade?
Ben Simmons, dude.
Zion.
You think that trade is happening before the deadline?
No.
Do you want Zion though?
Yes.
Isn't he like?
Dude, would you go out?
Zion wants to be on the Knicks.
Yeah.
He does not want to be in New Orleans.
He's getting out of shape and fat on purpose.
I think so.
That's ridiculous.
I think it's a tactic. I don't agree with it, but I think it's definitely. I think Harden did the same thing.
Why wouldn't he just?
Unless Harden again, remember that those were all just a bunch of towels.
Right.
On him.
They definitely were.
Yeah, I think that could be
because he was way too skinny.
But nonetheless,
nonetheless,
I could easily see.
Why wouldn't Zion just like play the best he can and ask for a trade?
But also for him, he probably gets a good chuckle out of it because he's like, I know this is going to work with the getting out of shape. And he's like, well, I actually enjoy like just eating.
Oh, who doesn't, bro?
So he's probably like, oh, this is great.
Yeah, this is great, dude.
So you just hang out with us. You can come hang out with us then because we all
go to Sakara.
Yeah. Oh man,
that'd be pretty fun.
You have to open your wallet, dude.
Yeah.
If Zion comes to dinner.
Oh
that's
yeah,
you. That's all you,
dude.
bud.
Yeah. So one other game from last night, we saw the Lakers defeat the Magic 106-94. No AD in this one, ankle injury. So what else is new? Seems like he's missing games rather frequently.
Right.
LeBron, 30-point triple-double, 30, 11, and 10. Keeps up his strong play of recent. And Westbrook, 19 and 7. So, nice to get a win. Obviously, the Magic, they're not in the same class as the Lakers. But as we've seen in the NBA this year, I mean, the Rockets just beat the Nets the other night. No Durant or not, you still have James Harden, you still should beat him. So crazy stuff happens all the time. But I do think, this Magic team in the future is going to be pretty good. Cole Anthony, son of Greg Anthony, former Nick, had 21 last night, and Wagner is pretty good as well.
Harold?
Franz Wagner, his brother
Wagner.
was on the Lakers actually. Moritz, I think he is on Washington now.
Maurice.
Yeah, Maurice.
Maurice.
So I think there's
should just
hope
go by
there.
Maurice.
You
I'm
have
gonna tell him
Suggs
next
from
time.
Gonzaga
Yeah, you should,
too.
Well, I
And-
think I told him that time, but
I think the Lakers are going to keep turning it around, but honestly, they need everyone to be healthy. So hopefully they get it together because I think that's the biggest challenge here. I mean, I think, of course, too, would I be surprised if they end up making a trade, before the deadline? Sure. But that's what's going to come down to the health of LeBron, Westbrook, and AD.
Yeah, you're totally right. And I don't want to say there's any correlation here, but Lakers won. Westbrook took no threes.
So
Just drove
You
to the
think
lane,
LeBron?
dude.
You think LeBron talks to him?
I mean, I would hope so.
What did he shoot from the floor?
9 for 18.
I mean, that's like shooting
50%, dude.
80% for him.
Yeah, really, dude.
50% gives you 50% just driving to the hole.
Yeah, exactly, dude. And again, I mean, like you drive to the hole, maybe two people key on you, you kick it out. Some LeBron's open at the 3-point line, LeBron,
I mean, decent game for a 37-year-old last night.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I'd maybe like to see him maybe hit some more 3-pointers than just 3.
Oh, okay.
But it's all right, dude. I know he's getting old and stuff, so
Yeah. Not a bad game.
And I guess you have decent production from Carmelo, 13 points off the bench, dude. I still would like, I would say for later down the stretch of the season, maybe having some more production from your bench. Because again, I mean, you do have a pretty old team later in the season, might be a little tired, dude, maybe struggling with some more injuries. So you never know, dude. But yeah, pretty good win against a bad team.
Yeah. And the Lakers got a couple nights off here and then resume play Wednesday against the Mavs. And I was just looking ahead, just to see if they had a game tomorrow because they don't tonight. And I did see tomorrow we get Warriors Knicks in the Garden. So I'm sure that is going to be something. And, who knows? I mean, it just feels like a time where Curry might put on a show, but you'd expect the Knicks to show up for that one. And then we would have had Pistons Bulls, but that's postponed. And then Suns Blazers, but without CJ. Right. And then the Suns are banged up as well. Tons of injuries. But anyway, tonight we'll take a look at a couple here. First game on the slate, we got the 15-12 76ers, 3-point road favorites against the Grizzlies, 16-11 on the season. Total set at 208. Tony, what do you got?
Sorry, what game are you talking about, dude? Sixers Grizz, dude. The Grizzlies, I don't know, dude. Just give me the Sixers, 108 to 100.
You love that push on the totals just to drive Jay crazy.
I'm gonna hit at some point for the push, dude.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's bound to happen, right?
Bound to happen.
Double zeros on the roulette.
Double zeros, and it always happens. Everything resets, dude. Really fucks with you hard, dude. I've watched back-to-back double zeros, dude.
And you were thinking about putting on it the second time or no?
No, it's like I'm like, oh,
there's no
definitely not gonna hit again, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, again, dude. No way, dude.
Yeah. That's funny. What do you think here, Matt?
Dude, gonna be a close one, bro. I think this is gonna be a closer game than a lot of people might think, dude. Last 10 games, Grizzlies 7-3 and Sixers, 6-4. So both, on the winning side of things there in the last 10. Grizzlies, though, bro, good young team. I think I like what they're doing. In Memphis, they got a good solid foundation with Ja, and I think they got they still have Justice Winslow in there. In Memphis.
I think I actually have to double check that.
But just looking right now, real quick, I just want to see who else they got. Obviously Steven Adams. He's a baller, big guy down in the paint. Tyus Jones, too, of course. I always forget about Tyus Jones. So, with him and Morant, I feel like they make a pretty solid, solid backcourt. I don't see Justice Winslow
No, he's
on
not.
the roster anymore. And then, dude, you look at the Sixers, bro. Obviously, a powerhouse in the Eastern Conference. I mean, Joel Embiid, MVP candidate, and just a force to be reckoned with, dude. And then you got guys like Tobias Harris. that you can kick out to Seth Curry, the other Curry, on the wings for those guys in Philly. So it's gonna be a close one. Let me just pull up the over/under real quick, dude, because I'm gonna go with the Memphis Grizzlies, dude. They're gonna beat this Philadelphia 76ers. I'm gonna go 118 to 110. So
All right.
I think that's the under actually, because the over/under is 209.5.
Wait, you said 118?
118, 110.
110.
So that's
The
208,
over.
right?
It's over, yeah.
Yeah, it's way over. Dude.
Yes,
What's-
218.
Oh, okay.
Or
I can't.
Quick
Can't
math,
do-
dude.
Yeah, either way,
not so quick
over
with the quick
in
math.
Memphis.
Over in
Uh,
Memphis.
Yeah.
I'm
so
going
Memphis
to
gets
say Sixers and over 115, 100. Michael.
Sixers 110 90.
Under. Sixers, better team. Should win the game, but like we see in hockey all the time, it doesn't always happen, Tony, right?
Yeah.
Other game on the slate, we got the Suns 21-4, 3.5-point road favorites at the Clippers, 15-12. Total set at 212. Devin Booker's still out, and DeAndre Ayton questionable with an illness, but expected to go. Obviously Chris Paul playing well for the Suns, and same goes to Paul George with the Clippers. What do you think about this one, Tony?
Well, I'm reading the game preview here. It says Paul George is going to be out.
Really?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I missed that one.
I know it looks he's day to day on the IR report, but it says he's going to be out due to his elbow.
Watch this.
Yeah,
Yes,
let's
yeah,
make
I
sure.
wouldn't be
dude,
surprised.
This is from early this morning, so I don't know, dude.
And I'm on football, so
Oh, it's embarrassing.
Wait a
dude.
second.
Yeah, in the world.
in the world of the national, George doubtful.
Doubtful,
As of
dude.
yesterday, you never know. Late upgrade to questionable, probable, but probably not going to be the last.
I mean, Paul George isn't playing, dude. What is he averaging? Like 26 points a game now at this
I
point.
mean, yeah,
Like,
he's their whole scoring.
he is their whole scoring. I don't think the Suns, again, and the Suns have been pretty good. I think they're fifth in the NBA, only allowing 104.4 points a game, while holding opponents to about like 43% shooting percentage. So obviously they have good defense. They have a pretty high octane offense, dude. I really don't think the Clippers are going to stand a chance without Paul George. My guy, I was playing Mike at NBA 2K the other night, dude, with the Clippers. Paul George giving him a
Who
run
won?
for his money over there. Mike did, dude.
Oh,
Of
okay.
course, dude. Right, Mike?
Just want to make sure.
Obviously.
No, but honestly, how about our fans today? Really appreciate the comments.
Yeah, just a lot going on, dude. Just
That time of day.
Doing shopping.
pretty
No excuse, though.
pretty crazy stuff going out there, man.
But
What's the over under on here, dude?
12.
12. 211 and a half. I have
11 and a half. Yep.
Give me the Suns. Fucking 128. Clippers 107.
All right. Clippers over. What do you think, Matthew?
Suns over.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
The Suns and over.
It's a tough one, dude. I mean, an epic Western Conference showdown here. The Clippers not as good of a team as I think everybody thought they might have been going into the season. Obviously, Paul George has been balling out for them, but dude, the Suns are just on another level, dude. They had the win streak earlier in the year. What was it, 18 in a row? 19 in a row?
I think it was 18.
And dude, I mean, just
Lost to the Warriors.
what a great young squad, dude. Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, and then
Killing
the
it.
wily vet Chris Paul.
Oh,
What a legend, dude. What a legend. Should have a couple rings, dude, with the Lakers, but
Doesn't.
anyways. Dude, I'm gonna roll with Phoenix tonight, bro. I'm gonna
Yeah.
say, dude, this is gonna be a blowout, dude. It's gonna be, let's go with Phoenix 122 to 98.
All right.
122-98. So I
Phoenix
believe
in
that
the
is
over.
the Barnes, do the math.
Phoenix
Over.
in the over.
Phoenix in the over.
And I have Phoenix in the over as well.
Oh, dude, but what about your whole law of averages? You go the opposite.
150. Nah, not for this one, though. 115, 100. So Suns in the over. Michael.
Clippers upset. Big. Brandon Boston 40 points.
Over or under.
Under.
Oh, that'd be that'd be something. What do you think he's leaning towards, Sakura or basketball?
Sakura, I think, dude. Which
Where
I'm
are
more
you
than
leaning?
happy with.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh,
50-50, dude. Questionable.
wait, questionable. You're
I'll
questionable.
tell you
It's
what.
50-50. I can lean towards either or, dude.
Oh, I thought you meant.
I'd just
Okay,
say-
okay, I got
Yeah. I don't know what you're thinking, dude.
If Sakura did happen tonight, I mean, what an epic 2 days of eating. Because tomorrow we're going to Mrs. Materiello's Christmas party, dude. at
That's
the
right,
restaurant.
dude. Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that'd be like
Good food
back
there.
to back.
No matter how's the best food.
You know what they call that?
So good, dude.
Back to back, you eating like a king. Depending on what part of the country you're in. They say that.
What part are we in? New England.
No. This is not New England.
You know where we're
This
not?
is not
there?
New England.
Where are we not?
Canada.
dude? We're not
You know
in
what they
Canada.
like there? Hockey. Let's go there.
Barnes with the segue of a lifetime.
In they come. Evans, what a save by Vasilevsky. Are you kidding me? McAvoy, Frederick, did you get the license plate number on that truck? McDavid, beautiful move. You just knew that Connor McDavid was going to make a statement. What a goal.
All right, Tony. So interesting Sunday in the National Hockey League. But before we get to that, maybe they announced this earlier, but I'm seeing on my screen now. The one
Postponed.
game for tonight is postponed, so there's no hockey tonight. We're supposed to have
Yeah, dude.
Flames at Blackhawks. How much is that?
In they come.
No, I love that video, dude. I'll watch it again, bro. Play it again. Why not?
Great, dude. That McDavid goal.
I know. Very impressive stuff
Yeah.
from McDavid. Are you surprised, though? Not really, dude. It's
Because
kind
they've
of
lost 5 in a row.
They've lost. Is it 5 in a row now?
It's
I thought
at
it was
least 4.
I have to look that up, dude. But whatchamacallit, dude? Calgary in Chicago. Calgary struggling with some COVID. They have, I believe, 6 players, 1 staff member tested positive in protocol, so obviously they can't play. And I mean, it sucks, but what are you gonna do? I guess, dude.
Yeah. So hopefully they get that sorted out sooner than later.
Oh yeah, sort
but,
that out, dude.
Tony. I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
I don't want to talk,
just-
dude.
I want to know what happened yesterday. Predators 1, Rangers 0.
Let me tell you what happened, dude. Rangers came out seemingly on their heels. I don't know if because maybe they thought the Predators' 2 best goal scorers. Of course, when we get to hockey, it's all fucked up.
Shit sport.
Dude, it's the greatest sport in the goddamn world, motherfucker. So the
Uncle Richie said, "Watch your mouth."
oh yeah, I did,
Somewhere
of
out
course,
there,
dude.
Uncle
somewhere
Richie
out there,
said
dude. But anyway, maybe the Rangers just thought because the Predators were without Philip Forsberg and Matt Duchene, who are their 2 biggest offensive pieces, maybe they thought this is in the bag, whatever, dude. So they kind of came out a little sluggish, bro. Didn't generate much offense in the first period. I think they only had 6 shots on goal, which obviously for someone like Soros is easy, dude. Soros, I think, got his 16th career shutout against the Rangers on yesterday. And there was just this total lack of offense, and the Preds kind of took advantage of, I guess, how the Rangers' attitude were on the ice. I mean, they were finishing their hits, they were winning the battles up against the boards for puck control. And it's just unfortunate, dude. I mean, they win 1-0 like that, and you think of the New York Rangers that we've been watching, a lot of offense, a lot of goal scoring, get shut out. It's unfortunate, dude. You did see Jacob Trouba though with another killer hit. I forget on who from the Predators, but he has 25 hits in his last 6 games now. He's just been laying the wood.
You know who he reminds me of? From the classic Rangers teams from about 6 or 7 years ago. Take a guess.
Big hitter.
Or
Yeah. A big
Ryder?
talker.
no,
No, he's not on the team anymore.
He's not on the team
He was back.
not or.
Very kind of outspoken.
Sean Avery.
Sean
Yeah,
Avery.
dude.
Sean Avery.
Right?
Yeah.
Tell me if I'm wrong, right?
Yeah, you're not wrong,
He was
dude.
wild. He loves women's purses.
He does love.
Obsessed.
Yeah, he does, dude.
Obsessed.
It's fucking
Did
weird.
you know that?
No, I
He
didn't.
literally does. The
Oh.
ESPN had a E60
A bit about it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think Sean Avery's a little more scrappy. Trouba, because they asked about it.
Trouba's
dude,
like a bruiser,
why-
right?
yeah,
Dude, he's like a fucking
Sean Avery.
No.
Trouba?
Sean Avery's scrappy.
Trying to be scrappy.
We're talking about he's
Yeah.
like a big brute.
Yeah, he's
not
bigger.
scrappy,
Yeah,
he's
exactly,
fucking-
dude. Sean Avery was a little smaller,
Yeah.
but just got in your face and definitely shit talked a lot.
I was gonna ask you though. I mean, any chance maybe home game Sunday early during the day, maybe late night on Saturday potentially, or no?
No, wasn't the game last night? At
It
7?
wasn't.
7
Oh, okay,
o'clock
no,
game.
they there was a 1:00 game the other day that I was getting confused.
Yeah,
with.
no, you don't understand.
But either way, I'm saying any chance that played into it?
I don't think so, dude. There's a professional team here, bud. I really do think it was just the fact that the Predators were without their 2 highest goal scorers that
So they maybe didn't start with a sense of urgency.
Yeah,
that
exactly. They
normally would.
had no sense of urgency. Like I said, they came out sluggish, dude. They just didn't, and the Predators took advantage of that, dude. I mean, 6 shots on goal in the first period. The hell is that, dude?
No, but you know what? Something like I can't believe it's happening. Separate game here, but we also had Ducks Blues. Ducks 3-2 in overtime. Right. I'm always talking about how Terry for the Ducks is gonna have a couple goals in a win. The one time that happens, and we're not previewing it.
I know, dude.
That's what happens.
He had the overtime win, no?
Yeah,
dude. Or the shootout, whatever.
Shootout, this was overtime.
It was overtime.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was overtime. Yeah, he had that game-winning goal.
Stellars with a nice game.
Yeah, dude, he looks good for Anaheim.
You think they can make some noise, Western Conference potentially, or?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you look at I guess obviously there's a lot of teams in the Western Conference. I actually haven't really looked at the.
Well, I mean, just think Avalanche, Oilers, Knights.
I would think honestly, dude. The Wild too.
The Wild, even though disappointing loss last night.
Yeah, but still, dude. I could see them kind of making the maybe the bottom cut. Well, where are they? They're second in the Western Conference right now. Honestly, it kind of depends. I mean, there's a lot of season left over. Colorado's a force to be reckoned with. I think Oilers are bound to bounce back, dude.
You expect them like a pretty nice run, kind of.
Yeah,
now?
dude.
They're sick of it. Draisaitl, McDavid.
Yeah, dude. They're gonna start getting angry. They're gonna start getting more focused. They're gonna start ripping shots. Yeah, I could see them, finishing maybe top 6 in the Western Conference. Yeah, dude.
What about Blues though? You think they're gonna make the playoffs?
Yeah, I do think so. I mean, they have a few veterans from that Stanley Cup winning team. Of course, you think of Tarasenko, obviously. But then on top of that, they have Buchnevich, former Ranger dude.
Sweet.
Obviously. Obviously, dude. Tyler Bozak, Ryan O'Reilly, who was on the Cup winning team.
O'Reilly.
So was Braden Shen. So they have David Perron, Brendan Saad, former Blackhawk. They definitely have the capabilities of. It's just a matter of staying consistent. And I think they're in the middle of the pack right now in the Western Conference, pretty much, like fifth. They're fifth. I could see them kind of maintaining that. Having a couple runs, couple losing, stints as well. But they're going to hold their own, make the playoffs for sure.
Any concern about the Panthers after falling to the Avalanche 3-2 yesterday?
No, not really. I mean, again, you talk about the Avalanche. They have an explosive offense. We saw that when they beat the Rangers like 7-3, I think it was. And then after that, they beat the Red Wings 7-3 as well. So for the Panthers to honestly hold them in 3 goals, isn't crazy. Because I think they had 3. Yeah, because before the Rangers they beat the Flyers 7-6 or 7-5, whatever it was, dude. So they've been just exploding in terms of offense. And I think Burakovsky, right, was the hat trick last night.
Yes.
So that's his first career hat trick, dude. Of course, you never really plan on one player kind of going off like that. So obviously, I mean, he scores all 3 goals, dude. I don't think it's anything to worry about for the Panthers.
Yeah, and Avalanche, I mean, I guess they were like the preseason like Stanley Cup favorites.
Yeah.
So, it kind of started slow a little bit, like over the just first couple weeks. But I mean, they could be a force here. I mean, we've seen them it kind of seems like they're never down for too long over there,
No, never. Like I said, dude, they have like real explosive offense. Like at really any point they can just kind of turn it around.
That's what you need, obviously. And then you mentioned the Wild. They did fall to the Golden Knights 6-4 in Vegas last night. And you look at it, for the Knights, White Cloud, 2 goals for the defenseman. And then they had 4 assists from Stevenson as well. So just really moving the puck around well. And they kind of had a slower start. I mean, still, relatively, you're 5 games over 500 here. But they seem like they've kind of come along lately and beating good teams like the Wild last night.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Again, you have the team, Jordan Ben, Matt Dumba, Zuccarello. These are guys that have been in the league for a while. Again, we always mention Cam Talbot. He's been in the league for a while. Worked under Lundqvist and everything like that. And then they have very solid defense despite giving up 6 goals to the Knights. With Jared Spurgeon, like I mentioned, Dumba and Ben as well. And I feel like they kind of always, beginning of the season, more so not enough offense, good defense sort of deal. So I think this is a little bit of a blimp, in terms of their record. But I would expect them to kind of, maintain course. I don't really think they're 19-8-1 on the season. I think they're going to finish, with that same kind of winning percentage, honestly.
Yeah, so 2 teams, we'll see in the playoffs. And then the only other game from last night, the Canucks with the surprise 2-1 home victory over the Carolina Hurricanes. Pretty surprising result, no?
Yeah, I would say for the Hurricanes, they just didn't really generate a lot of offense. Honestly, I feel like the whole game wasn't really a ton. They had 29 shots on goal. Vancouver only 26. So obviously, they were a little bit more, careful with their shot selection and stuff like that. When you look at this game on paper, honestly, you would assume that Carolina was dominant, dude, because, they had 26 hits to Vancouver's 16. They won 35 faceoffs, able to maintain the puck off the faceoff, but they had quite a few turnovers in neutral zone, just bad passes, bad pass selection. And, they really weren't able to kind of, again, they got off to a slow start, just like the Rangers did. Brock Bozier gets that late first period goal. Early first period goal. Something like that early in the game is pretty demeaning to any team, really, because right away you're down 1-0. You kind of, you're constantly battling back. You're running uphill here. And they just didn't generate enough offense at all. Only 1 goal late in the third. Late in the third, I should say. And they weren't really able to kind of capitalize on pulling their goalie, having an extra man on the ice. Vancouver played it tight around the goalie. They blocked a lot of shots. And that's what kind of led for them to kind of hold that 1-goal lead.
And you look at the Hurricanes too. I was just looking at the schedule here. This is a tough road trip. Other than actually the Canucks, this is probably the easiest game they've had on it. Jets, Flames, Oilers, and then the Wild are going to be tomorrow. So this is a tough stretch, and if they beat them, that's pretty good for a road trip to win
Carolina.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
To win 5 out of 6 like that.
Yeah, dude, it's going to be tough.
Or 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5. But nonetheless, dude. It's a tough loss, but just kind of have to look ahead. Like you said, they got those big wins they needed to. Better than kind of lose those tough games and then I guess only win this one easier-ish matchup. But
you would know better than me, but it just does seem like from what I've watched this season, and I know it's still relatively early, but yet we played 27, 28 games, depending 29 even, depending on what team we're talking about here. But it seems like there's so many teams that are in contention for a possible Stanley Cup. Do you kind of get that feel as well?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like any given season, it's kind of like this. It's always a very tight race. Maybe there's like 1 or 2 teams at the very top that are kind of pulling away.
Who would you say they are?
Typically, dude, it's going to be like, well, in recent years, it was Tampa Bay, or it was Washington, or it was Boston, or it was Pittsburgh in the past few years. Those are always like, they were favored to win. Most of the time they did win. You had the couple of seasons where like the Blues won, or the Sharks, or something like that. But normally it's those 4 teams that are typically at the upper echelon, of the standings and typically stay there until the Cup. But I think, yeah, like what you're saying, you know, there's really no definitive, like, I think, like first place, like this guy, like this team definitely make it. And I think it's going to be honestly a real head-to-head battle till the end here. And it's going to make for some good hockey, bro.
I mean,
I know Mike's pumped about it.
I just would love to see, and like, you know, we've alluded to 4 straight losses, you know, or 5 straight losses for Edmonton. It is 5.
It is. I was just trying to look that up.
Yeah, they're 20. Well, they're 16-10 on the season. But just in terms of talent, how sick would it be if it was Edmonton and the Rangers Stanley Cup Finals?
That would be awesome. It'd make for some good hockey. I'd be a little nervous, dude. Not gonna lie.
But I just feel like, I feel like that's the most appealing matchup. I mean, you know, you look at other teams, you know, let's say you didn't have like the Rangers out of the East. I mean, I guess the Lightning, you know, would be another draw. The Leafs, and the Leafs, they haven't been to the Stanley Cup Finals in a long time, right?
86.
Yeah, that's
Something like that, dude. Maybe not 86, but
as you know, that's a
they've been rebuilding forever. Yeah, exactly, dude. As I know, it's
historically a strong franchise, though, or no? The Leafs.
I'm not really sure, honestly. I mean, when you think of a big historical Canadian franchise, it's the Canadiens, you know. Dude, every time I can't even say it anymore. I don't know. Let's see how many cups. I don't know if they've even. I want to say they did win one.
Yeah.
Cups, Toronto. The last time they won, oh Jesus, Stanley Cup. They've won? Oh, actually, they're second only to the Canadiens. So yeah, they have a 48 season drought between championships and is currently the longest in NHL. Oh, 67 was the last one they won.
Wow. So like the Jets.
Like the Jets, dude. They won in 69, no?
But I'm saying like a similar time.
No, yeah, I'm saying like they won in 69.
I think they won
right?
69, yeah.
So,
yeah, I mean that would be an interesting story. Obviously, you know, Ovechkin, anytime you could get him in a Stanley Cup final. And you know, Penguins have been there before, and they don't seem like they're going to be there. Bruins, same thing. So I'm just pumped though. Honestly, this has been a really cool start to that.
You picked a good season to start watching.
Yeah,
that's
man.
for sure.
Like just, I really can't wait to see.
You
how
are
it plays
in
out.
there, bro.
Yeah,
You're in there.
I
Dude.
love it, dude.
it's sick.
Like I swear, like 3 years ago, I couldn't even imagine this.
No,
Couldn't even
laugh at the idea.
And you've been doing your
I know.
research, dude.
Yeah,
You're
doing
an NHL fiend.
the research for sure, and I can't wait to go to a Rangers game. All of us.
Oh
That
my god,
is
dude! It's gonna
something.
be epic, dude.
Yeah,
We really should pick a date like a couple months from now.
yeah.
Just fucking
Yeah, I'm
pull the
down.
Trig, dude.
Or
Maybe next time they play the Devils at the Garden
the Oilers.
or the Oilers.
They
dude.
probably already played them at the Garden. Didn't
Yeah.
McDavid?
Yes,
Yeah.
that was
Unfortunately. But just kind of bring this to a wrap. I'm just curious. How do you, if I could just to close out here, just ask Matt and
Yes.
Mike this question. How do you say the Montreal?
Canadians, dude. It's Canadians.
Canadians.
Canadian. I just
You say that?
Montreal Canadians. Canadians might be the right way to say it, but
No.
I
That's fine.
say
Canadians.
No, because is it just me or does it sound kind of ridiculous if people say it like Tony?
Canadians.
Canadians. Like so much emphasis.
It is a big emphasis on the ends.
I'm a big emphasis.
So the Canadians.
But they probably is the right way to say it, but I
It
just
sounds
can't do it.
like you're from Canada.
I can't
You
do
say
it.
it like
Eh?
Hey,
Canadians.
I would love to go to Toronto.
I would
So-
go to a Leafs game, yeah, in a hot second, dude.
I just
Jays
want to go
game?
to Toronto.
You'd be
just
pumped
go.
for a
Oh
Jays game.
yeah, dude. I want to
Yeah.
go to a Jays game.
Yeah.
That's on my list.
Yankees, Jays in
Yes, dude.
Toronto.
Mets, Jays.
Me running it back all these years later.
Dude, that's right. You went there, right? That's
Yeah.
awesome.
No, that stadium's
Rogers Center would be sick to see too.
I know, dude. It's like it might not be around for much longer. They're talking about
Yeah.
demolishing it.
Yeah.
I don't understand why. It seems like it's a great facility
I know it's right there, like
They got
the
the
heart of
restaurant
Toronto.
in the hotel.
in the outfield. Yeah, in the hotel.
But I think they're planning on building it at the same site, so they have to.
Oh, they
plan
are?
somewhere
Oh, okay.
temporarily.
Dunedin.
Maybe Dunedin. Yeah. The funny thing is, though, I mean, I guess they would never do it just because it is strong, but TV ratings wise, like it kind of hurts them. Like I'm sure the MLB would love to move them to like Vegas or something.
The
You know
Blue
what I mean?
Jays?
Yeah. Just all the
I don't know.
much more.
Jays.
think they'd rather move the Rays to Vegas.
Well, yeah, or the A's, but I just
A's,
mean
yes.
that they don't get
Diamondbacks.
maximum dollar having a
Yeah,
team
no.
in Canada. It's
Yeah,
just-
no, probably
it's-
not.
This isn't the NHL. Like
It's not the
just-
NHL.
Yeah.
MLB.
How many Canadian teams are there? Do you know?
In the NHL,
Yeah,
there's Ottawa, Vancouver, Montreal, Toronto,
Calgary,
Calgary. 5,
Winnipeg.
6. Oh yeah, because they have their own division. That's right. There's 6 of them.
Is it definitely just 6?
Yeah.
I'm trying to like
Think
sneak
about it.
in one more.
I can. No, I don't think so. Dude. What do you want, dude?
No, I just want to confirm that it's just 6.
It definitely is. 'cause
Did you say Ottawa?
they had their own division during the COVID season. It was the North Division. It was
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But some divisions have 8. No, so it couldn't.
well, they like divvied up the whole, like they changed all the divisions pretty much, right? So it's Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal. That's 3.
Okay,
Where are we? Then we got Winnipeg, right?
4.
Calgary. We didn't say Edmonton.
Yep. So that's
Vancouver.
6.
Vancouver, 7.
Yeah, Seattle, kind of close to Canada.
Pretty damn close to Canada. That's correct, dude.
Been there.
Buffalo, kind of close to Canada.
True. Have you been to Buffalo?
No, never.
Really?
I have
What were your thoughts?
Your thoughts?
Not really too much to think about
Yeah.
up there.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's not, it's like it's nothing there. So,
I go to a Sabres game. Though.
I mean,
Oh,
definitely.
yeah.
I went to, remember a couple of years ago, I went up there because my family that was from
Yeah.
Rochester, big Bills fans. We went
Yeah.
to Bills training camp.
That's dope,
Dude,
dude.
it was, I
in
think it might
Orchard
have
Park.
been, yeah, it might have been Allen's rookie year. 'Cause
Okay.
Kelvin Benjamin was
Bad
there.
year for
Kelvin
Josh Allen.
Benjamin.
Kelvin Benjamin was there,
Kelvin
bro.
Benjamin.
This was like
That's a name.
2018, Barnes.
Yeah.
So that was Allen's
Yeah.
rookie year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, I mean, other than that, dude, I don't know. Buffalo.
Kind of tough.
Wings?
Tough spot.
No wangs, but would love to have some wangs up
I mean,
in Buffalo. Yeah, I couldn't.
They claim, they.
I know. So
Yeah.
we'll have to.
But-
well, that's hidden gems.
I guess.
Yeah.
Buffalo.
Trip
Last
Buffalo,
question.
Buffalo. What do you got, dude?
Segura. Tony, I mean, thought you just like at least like a little like laugh or something. Like just so
I
serious.
really have to
He's
pee
thinking
right now.
about it so intently.
But
he
I'm
can't
down for
respond.
anything, dude. I'm getting hungry.
All right.
I'll do Sakura, do the diner, I'll do whatever you want. Dude.
Just
Go to
wanted to check with you. buddy.
McDonald's right now. You order in the app, get a free Big Mac today,
Wow.
Never. do
courtesy
that.
of Mariah Carey.
No shit. Well, how is that courtesy of Mariah?
They're
What is
doing she's doing a 25 days of Christmas with McDonald's or something, and every
Oh
day you
my
get one free thing.
crazy. But
Great.
I know. I think tomorrow's cookies.
you know what I think, Tony?
It's great, dude.
Tote bag from what?
I think another great show, honestly.
Oh yeah, dude.
And,
Oh, beautiful.
appreciate the fans. Keep commenting, liking, subscribing. Your merch at downtimetv.com for
New
the holidays.
website, guys. Downtimetv.com.
New
All
website,
the
guys.
merchandise you ever need is on there.
All
Fresh
that
jackets,
fresh
fresh hoodies,
juice.
fresh fanny packs. Go. It's Christmas time. Everybody needs a little bit of Downtime TV apparel. Or
Absolutely.
gear, if you will.
Or a lot.
Everyone, enjoy your night. We'll see you mañana.
Money.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline.